Today we're going to talk about why the Republicans lost the election. Martin, it looks like they lost the election because they were too harsh on immigration. The Hispanic vote went overwhelmingly to Barack Obama, and this was in large part because of the rather hostile tone that the Mitt Romney and particularly the Republican base took towards Hispanic and general immigration. But I hear you don't really agree on that.
Well, no, it's partly just a question of the numbers. The Hispanic vote that went extra to Barack Obama was 1 million or so, which obviously would have been nice if the Republicans had had it. But they also had a 7 million drop in the white vote, which appears to have been mostly from the sort of the rural counties and the lower income white voters. And so I think the real problem was nominating a hedge fund king, which, you know, the low-income voters said, well, we don't like the Democrat, we don't like the Republican, and stuff it, we'll stay home.
Or private equity, at least, not quite hedge funds.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
The future is more and more Hispanic. Shouldn't the Republicans at least try and get with the program? That voting bloc is going to become more important. At some point, don't they have to try and recognize that and say, we want to be your friends?
Well, they should want to try and be Hispanics' friends, but the Hispanic voting bloc is going to be primarily Democrat anyway, for all sorts of reasons, given where they come from, and that the ones that come in as low-skill immigrants are going to tend to be fairly poor. And so, you know, even if you're purely economic, they tend to benefit more from social programs and to, you know, not care much about the tax rate.
Ooh, so it sounds like you just don't really like immigration very much. That might be you might be hiding behind a demographic analysis just to support your prejudice.
I'm an immigrant, so how can I not like immigration? Or I prefer to think of it as delayed colonist. No, I think I'm all in favor of a moderate amount of immigration, preferably mostly high skill. But I think you can very quickly get to the point, especially in low-skill immigration, where at a time when unemployment's higher than we'd like, they're crowding out the domestic market. The barber in Boston is paid 10 times the barber in Bangalore, and that's because he's in Boston. But if you import a bunch of barbers from Bangalore, then suddenly Boston's overcrowded and down go the wages.
Well, you may be right, Martin. It's a controversial topic, and I'm sure we'll be coming back to it many times in the next 4 years. Stay tuned for more Breaking Views next week.